All right, Shalom. Just want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Kal Halal Yahweh Wa Yahweh Shai. Double honors to all apostles and elders in Great Millstone. And much love and salutations to all you Akim across the four corners pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. It's Brothers Ab again with another lesson. And pretty much I just want to go into pretty to the you know wisdom and just had a couple of precepts real quick. I'll start in Proverbs 101. This is the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. And that's very key, because that's why we're all considered wise, being in this knowledge. Because when we heard this, we increased, and now, you know, men are increasing even more in the spirit because time is coming near. And it also says, as a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. And that's why it's impeccable that brothers always seek counsel before, you make any decision. And also, we also seek on the counsels of, men that are on a higher level of understanding than us, through our elders and our apostles, which increases our learning by attaining to their counsels, because their counsels are wise. In verse 6 it says, to understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. Because a lot of things, that we read in the scriptures, we have to be taught. It has to be taught to us. And, the Most High gives the inspiration and gives the understanding, to certain men. And then they pass that down, you know, and that's how you grow. Everything is done in decency and in order. Okay. So verse 7 it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And that's why the Most High referred to 2/3 of Israel as foolish. You know, they really are foolish because they don't attain to this wise counsel. You know, and they just can't get it. They can't get it at all. This is Isaiah 1:3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's script, but Israel do not know. My people do not consider. You see? So even the two very stubborn, animals, they still know where who's their master and where home is. All people, they don't know who their master is. They're still worshiping Jesus and Allah and Buddha and just or being into homosexuality, being into Christianity, being into all different types of different um, doctrines out here that are completely adverse to the scriptures, you know. And you supposed to be, a sensible people. The Most High gave Israel, the laws and the commandments, to be distinguished, to be a holy people unto Himself from the other people out here. And y'all don't even know who y'all are, you know. Verse 4 says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Now people are gone away completely backward. They're into everything else but the truth of the scriptures. Primarily because they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. And when they do hear who they are, they refuse it. This is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, And that's why they don't know, and that's why they refuse to turn back, because the Lord now has rejected them. Because back when Yahweh Shai was here, a lot of those people probably were the people that were speaking up against him, or and not accepting him. And back then, you know, Yahweh Shai was doing great wonders. He was healing people. He raised the dead. His wisdom was on a different level, never seen before, and they still rejected him. So how much more today when people haven't seen anything? Because they got even worse. It says, "I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." And that's what happened. The Most High pretty much turned his back on us, and we're serving slavery here. In Babylon the Great, which is America, and this is what we got to go through because our people are wicked. Okay, this is Sirach 1:1, and all wisdom cometh from the Lord, and is with him forever. So the only way to get true wisdom is to go to the Lord. It says, "Who can number the sand of the sea, and the drops of rain, and the days of eternity?" With all the technology and all the know-how and all the degrees and studying that people go through, they can't do that. The Lord has that power, that absolute, knowledge, which we have it in the scriptures. But as individual men, growing in this truth, we don't know everything. We have 100% truth by having these scriptures, because the scriptures is 100% true. you know. But that's why it's talk about attaining unto wise counsels, and men getting together and building together, and building the kingdom of heaven, which is what here at Great Millstone what we're doing. But it's a spiritual thing. It's verse 3: "Who can find out the height of heaven, and the breadth of earth, and the deep, and wisdom? Wisdom had been created before all things, and the understanding of prudence from everlasting." And being prudent is key. You know, and being circumspect. And all this comes from the Most High. These spirits come from the Most High. Look, prudent is late 14th century, from Old French prudent, with knowledge, deliberate. Knowing, skill, sagacious, circumspect, rarely in literal sense, foreseeing, to look ahead, to prepare. And this is what we're doing. We're prophesying, saying before, looking ahead, warning the people, letting them know what's to come. This is what exactly what's going on. It says, verse 5, "The word of the Most High, the word of the power Most High, is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments. To whom had the root of wisdom been revealed? Or who had known her wise counsels? Unto whom had the knowledge of wisdom been made manifest? And who had understanding with great experience?" And that's where your discernments come in. You know, who's out here revealing all the this great all this wisdom? You know, starting from our apostles on down. You know, who's the Most High dealing with? You look at all these camps out here. Who is the Most High dealing with? It's evident that the Most High is dealing with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and all the men of Great Millstone. That's in order. That's who the Lord is dealing with. That's easy to see when you're in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Verse 8: "There is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon his throne. He created her, and he saw her, and numbered her, and poured her out upon all his works. She is with all flesh according to his gift, and he had given her to them that love him." Okay, and how do you love the Lord? You keep his commandments. And being in that we're in slavery, we keep his commandments to the best of our ability, in sincerity. Verse 10, she is with all flesh to his gift, and he had given her to them that love him. 11, the fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart and giveth joy and gladness and a long life. And that's what has been completely taken out from the world. The fear of the Lord. No, these people out here don't fear the Lord. Not whatsoever. But soon the Lord is going to visit the earth and he's going to instill that fear back into these people, you know, and not soon enough. 13, it said, whosoever feared the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. Yeah, because when that day is coming, man, those perilous times are coming. Jacob trouble is coming. These are prophecies that are going to have to come to pass. But whoso feared the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last. You know, the Lord's elect is going to be okay in that time because, you know, we're going to be, Lord willing, be found doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And that's going to please him. 14, it says, to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. This is a predestination thing, man. You know, we're not controlling this. You know, we are pretty much, you know, robots or a part of an of the puzzle, a piece of the puzzle. You know, we of course, you know, you try to do things, you know, using wisdom and applying what you know in the scriptures in your daily lives. But at the end of the day, this is written by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We're not in control. 15, she had built an everlasting foundation with men, and she shall continue with their seed. To fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom, and filleth men with her fruits. You see, that's how you get wisdom. You fear the Lord, because that's the beginning of wisdom. So how could you? These people destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They're completely bugged out of their minds. They don't have any understanding or wisdom. They really don't, because they don't fear the Lord. There's no way you can consider yourself a Christian and have the fear of the Lord in you. I dare not go into a Christian church on Sunday. Are you mad? You know, you're safer going to freaking. Well, I wouldn't even say that, but you know, pretty much I'll just equate it as going to one of these bugged out, you know, nigger spots, man. It ain't no different. The Christian church ain't no different than a hole in the wall spot in Baltimore. Shit could pop off anytime. You know, the Lord, we're in a time of judgment. And these people are going to be judged. Those churches are filled up with heavy demons, man. Women preaching up in there, homosexuals up in there, idolatry is up in there. You know, pedophiles are up in there. You got different nations up in there. You know, you got abominable foods up in there. You know, the list goes on. You know, they promote and all this madness in the Christian church. So to have the fear of the Lord in you will keep you away from such places, man. If you don't fear the Lord, you'll be in there amongst those people, and then you won't have any wisdom. That's not wise. 17, she filleth all their house with things desirable, and the garners with her increase. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of the Most High, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. Wisdom reigneth down skill and knowledge and understanding, standing and exalted them to honor that hold her fast. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. And you know, The scriptures are very repetitive because these things are important. Okay, so you have to drive home the point. 21. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. Right? Because when you fear the Lord, you're not going to be out here willfully sinning. You're not going to be out here doing all types of madness. You know? A furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall be his destruction. And Jake out here, they're live wires, man. And they're taught that now, this whole new trend of being a savage, you know, all these stupid people making all these dumbass videos and posting it on social media just to get attention, and also, Jake is very, very effeminate, so he's very emotional as well. And what do Jake have in their ghettos? They got a lot of drugs, a lot of guns, a lot of loudmouth women that are sleeping with everyone. You know, Scripture say the jealousy of a man is I believe that's in Proverbs. Is the jealousy is the wrath of a man. If I'm not mistaken, roughly paraphrasing, you know. But they don't have the fear, so the Lord's not going to turn away His wrath in that day from them. There's going to be a lot of Jakes out there, being shut down, man, by each other, but mainly by, a lot of Edomites are going to come out there. The race wars are among us, man. Esau is tired of you niggas being fucking coons and buffoons all day. Just watch. Esau's going to show y'all his horns, man. He's going to show y'all his horns. 23. A patient man will tear from a time, and afterward joy shall spring up unto him. He will hide his words for a time, and the lips of many shall declare his wisdom. Mm-hmm. You gotta learn to hold your tongue. Our time will come. We're telling y'all everything what's happening now, but as soon as it's gonna happen, it's gonna be a bunch of I told you so's. 24. He will hide his words for a time, and the lips of many shall declare his wisdom. Because a lot of people are gonna see that we were those men when what we're saying is true, because the scriptures are true. 25. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner. And that's why it's so hard for y'all to stop, doing the things y'all doing, because y'all are sinners, which we all were, but like I said, and you gotta sincerely turn away from that world and from that old man and take on the new man, you know. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments. So how can you gain wisdom if you're not keeping the commandments or trying to? Y'all are playing y'all are not making any sense. That's why all these Christians that come up against, the word, come up against, the men of the Lord, they're all gonna fail because they don't even keep the commandments. So they can't even start. To even start to come against the truth, man, you gotta know it. And that's why the elites of this world are able to stay a step ahead of y'all, man. But we're ahead of them because we're on the right hand side, but y'all don't even know what's going on because y'all don't keep the commandments of the Lord. There's no wisdom in y'all, and y'all meaning, 2/3 of our people, and y'all stupid ass nations, man. You freaking gooks, y'all Elamites, y'all Hamites, you know. Y'all don't know what the hell's going on, man. But that's cool, cause y'all don't need to know. All y'all need to get ready for is slavery that's coming under the Hebrew Israelites, the 12th tribe of the nation of Israel. That's what y'all need to be worried about, you know. That's it. Don't worry about this word. This is not for y'all, man. Y'all shouldn't even be reading the scriptures. If thou desire 26, if thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give he unto thee. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight. Yeah, the Lord deals with the meek. That's why y'all look at us like, y'all could never be, this, y'all. Hey, well, hey, that's cool. 28, distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart. Be not an hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest. Don't be out there doing all types of crazy stuff, and just running your mouth. Even though you may know certain things, you just gotta, stay quiet. Scripture said even a fool is counted wise when he holdeth his tongue. Sometimes you just, like the brother Prashai always says, just say less. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so the Most High discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to the fear of the Most High, but thy heart is full of deceit. And that's pretty kind of self-explanatory. Don't come in this thing, trying to be exalted and be this great, teacher. Because that sense, looking, there's a lot of these guys that break off and doing their own thing, which, technically, really, there's nothing wrong with that. But they do it in an off spirit, and they think they do it so that they can get a spotlight on them and break things down. And how does that work out for the most part? Not well, you know, because they're not in order, and the Lord deals in order. You know, the Lord already has His men set up. It's up to you to have discernment to figure out who those men are, and then work your way through this walk by prayer, fasting, you know, being circumspect, being prudent, being vigilant, being diligent, and the Most High is gonna reveal things to you and let certain men reveal certain things to you through them, and that's how you grow, and that's how this works. This is not about you. This is about Yahweh Shem Yahushai and His Word. Okay, and when and a lot of these men out there that did that, they brought dishonor upon themselves, man, and a lot of them were exposed for that. There's a long list of men that were exposed because they were out of order. Okay, so with that, I just want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I hope Akim was edified, and I want to try to keep pushing and exalting the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Much love to all you Akim across the four corners. Continue to fight, brothers. Shalom.